Batman the Detective issue 2, which is the second issue of the 6-part miniseries. And this one is good. It's a good issue. But the thing about it is, if you're a person who's like, I need to know, each issue needs to carry the plot of a big way, the truth is, there isn't much going on in this issue. I mean, story beats itself, information stuff itself, there's not really that much of it. And that is, the villains were in England, and now they're moving to Paris. And Bruce finds that out, so he goes to Paris. I mean, that's essentially what the issue is. With a couple, okay, that's a character, that's an ally, and kind of merging this theme of Bruce is a lone wolf, and he needs to have allies. He needs friends, he needs allies and friends to help him on his journey. And as one character says, just because you were alone in that alley doesn't mean you have to do that forever. And you can kind of sense that's the main theme of this issue, and probably the main story itself, along with who are these people who have a thing against Batman, about why they're hunting down people that he saved. Like that is kind of the main crux. That's the why aspect of it. And even though it's issue 2 of 6, there's still that linger of the word why. And it's like, okay, not just yet. And maybe issue 3, issue 4 we find that out. But at this point, it's just like, there is a cool scene at the beginning, which is a scene that we have seen 1,000 times, billions of times, but it never gets old. But it gets a little bit of touch and a little bit of humor in there, which is Batman trying to get information by dangling a criminal off a rooftop. But said rooftop is Big Ben. So you got that aspect of it, and there's a little bit of humor in there, making fun of the Meso system, how Bruce is American and he's in Europe. That does not have that, because he's saying like, you need to, I'm paraphrasing of course, but he's like, you need to tell me now, because the K-boy goes 200 pounds. And it's like, dude, I'm Australian. What's that in kilograms? Like, there's that sense that there's a little bit of that humor in there that kind of worked and kind of make it a little bit different, a little bit of humor of it, because normally it's just, Batman saying, give me the information. It's like, okay, please don't hurt me. Let me go. I'll have you get killed off halfway through this issue by the villains, then just getting my neck being hospitalized for the next 6 months. But yeah, at this point, it just feels like the story's on standby, and you know that it's going to hit with occlusion. It's going to hit its occlusion, its dead end at that point in a wonderful way. But at this point, it just felt like, okay, we're just going to point A to point B, and that this is the issue showing how we get to point A and point B.